So Cassie, by your own language, you're saying that when you were in the womb of your mother was in prison for 9 months?
No, because she wanted me, and she prayed for me, actually.
Oh, so that's the difference.
Yes, I was wanted.
The difference is whether you want the child or not?
That's what gives it value?
It's whether you want it or not? You're valuable because you're wanted?
Unfortunate. I mean, people don't have...
Is that the case?
People don't have children for altruistic reasons.
Right, but is the value of that child dependent? Does it just matter if they're wanted? Is that what gives them value?
They're going to be taken care of.
Okay,
If the answer is no, I'm not going to force someone to have a baby.
So that life is less valuable if it's unwanted. Is that what you're saying?
The person who will value the most will probably not value that child. So unfortunately, yes.
When Christians gather together, the Bible tells us that when we gather together and we pray, particularly for the least of these, our neighbors, the preborn, that you guys like to kill so much, we pray for them with the knowledge that Monday morning, Dr. Campbell and Dr. Buffkin are going to show up for work, unless something happens to them between now and then, and they're going to start killing babies. There's going to be women lined up at the door at 8:30 in the morning, just like there was yesterday, to go in there and have their babies killed. So we, as the church, like we're commanded to do, gather together and we intercede for those and we speak for those. Proverbs tells us to speak for those who have no voice. The preborn, they don't have a voice yet. That's why we're here to advocate for them. They have a very loud opposition, right? Their opposition carries a megaphone with them. Every time I've seen you, you guys have a megaphone. And most of the time, you're blaring some heinous, awful, profane music or pornographic material for some reason. Like that's what you need to justify your position. I'll never understand that.
Justify my position.
I know. I think that's because you can't justify your position. That's the point that I'm trying to make. I know. I think if you tried, you would realize how quickly it falls apart. Does it bother you at all?
The same sin with you.
Like does it
make you feel better about your own sin?
Does it bother you at all? Just on principle, does it bother you that like your loudest advocate and closest friend in this whole effort is facing like 10 pending trials right now for assault and battery and larceny and breach of peace and all those other things? Like, does that bother you at all?
No.
The true reason. I'll answer your question.
Well, you do.
Yeah, it's
I'm
very
asking
evident.
a genuine question.
Yeah.
It's clear that they do.
Then why hasn't this place like caught on fire? Why hasn't
Because that's not the way that God is shutting this place down. Apparently, what He's doing is He's closing it on Saturdays, and He's bringing you over here to have a conversation with actual Christians.
Are you? So you matter insofar as you're pro-woman and pro-choice.
What about all the women that are over here doing what we do?
Actually, you got it in reverse. The Bible says,
all of them are brainwashed unless they agree with you.
in Matthew that the meek will...
Why don't you go talk to them? If you have the courage, go ask them about it. Ask them if they've been brainwashed. Ask that woman sitting over there if I could force her to do anything.
I would go and ask, but...
But you've been trespassed for harassment? Actions have consequences.
Well, you're welcome to hear the gospel. The gospel is for everyone, but you're not welcome to perpetuate your sin on people, and that's what you're doing right now. Actually, you are.
Hold on. Let me get it all in frame, and we'll see. I'm just like genuinely curious. What's your plan when we all walk down there in a few minutes to pray? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna put music in with you guys.
Why is that?